So, y'all, I thought that this compilation, this series that I was doing on the top 5 times Martell tried it would be easy squeezy, lemon peasy, and stuff. Started doing my research and realized, like, dang, this can actually turn into a series. I could actually do the top 15 times Martell tried it, but I'm just gonna keep it at 5 for maybe each episodes of, I guess, now this new series that I'm creating, because it was more than 5 times he tried it when it comes down to his relationship with Melody. And all I can say is, ooh, child. Martell is a handful. Going back and visiting some of these old clips, I like him because he's the father of those beautiful, intelligent, bright children that he and Melody shared together. But I don't like what he did to Mel. Like, I'll never be okay with that. I hope that he learns from his situation. But I also pray for Mel, and I pray for her strength, and I pray for other women who may have experienced something similar. I just want y'all to know it's not y'all fault. Looking back at the situation for what it is between Melody and Martell, it was nothing that Melody could do. She even said, like, they were still doing lovey-dovey things together, so she had not a clue that he wasn't satisfied, so that just lets me know you can be doing everything, having a kid, staying in shape, looking cute, still doing romanticizing things, and a man will still find his way to do his own thing. So really, like, whose fault is that? It doesn't sound like it's the woman's fault. And none of us can really say what happened verbatim, because maybe, not to blame Melody or anything, but we just don't know for sure. We're just outsiders looking in. So I want to say that as a caveat as well. But because this did happen, and it seems like Melody got the brunt of it, I just pray for her strength, and I pray for other women's strength. Like I said, it's not your fault. You are still beautiful. You still got it going on. Like, you are still that girl. And I know it's not easy. You may be dealing with the feelings, the emotions of what was in your relationship. But at the end of the day, I just believe that you will heal and you will recover. So let's go ahead and get into it. Picking up where we left off in the previous top 5 Martell tried it. I got from 5 down to 3. So now we're picking up 2. And this is the time Martell tried to convince Melody to accept his cheating and to be okay with it, because the people of the older generation was okay with it. And this was revealed at the reunion.
Like, I was going to learn to accept him cheating, and I need to talk to the older women.
So this is why I'm mad that Martell complains now in 2023, or what we seen on this previous reunion, the latest reunion, while he complains about, oh, I don't want this person watching my kids, I don't want that person watching my kids. This would have never been an issue if you kept your you know what in the household, as Melody said.
Household.
You should have kept your penis in our household.
She had it right. So now you can't be tripping. You was the one that was ripping and running the street. Those privileges of knowing what your ex is doing with the kids are revoked. It's too late to apologize. It's too late. And to me, why does it feel like Martell's kind of using that as a way to control and still see what's going on? I bet you just want to make a fuss out of it just to make sure, like, it's not a new man or something like that watching the kids. You don't know, Melody wouldn't do that. Or let me say, Melody wouldn't do that. I don't feel like she would, bring somebody that she's dating around her man unless they've been properly vetted. So, and I'm pretty sure, so I don't feel like that is the case, but I do feel like he just wants to know who is around, so he doesn't feel like, his place is being threatened. I feel like he's the kind of person that would want to move on before she moved on. And as we can see, it seems as though he did with Sheree, but nevertheless, that's the vibe that I'm picking up. So as Melody graciously put it, you should have kept your, in a household, and we wouldn't even be going through this right now.
Household.
You should have kept your penis in our household.
You worried about who is watching your kids. And the fact that you think it's okay for Melody to accept your cheating lets me know you never thought that she would leave. You really thought you had that type of hold on her.
We have kids, to make sure that we keep them safe. So we always, like when I had all our kids, I'd stay in the house for 6-8 weeks. And so for him to leave for hours at a time, that it didn't make sense to me.
But I just find that very rude. Why don't you see that your actions is hurting your partner, the one that you made vows to, the one you said that you would love for better, poor, richer, or and all that other stuff that they say in the vows. So it just makes me sad how, in a way, someone can be selfish and not care how they're hurting somebody else. So hopefully, Martell will learn from this situation, like we all are learning from this situation, and do better. So that was my top number 2 time that Martell tried it by trying to get Melody to accept his cheater, pumpkin eater ways. And y'all already know what number 1 is. We can pull this back in so many different layers and examine it in so many different ways. But the number 1 way that Martell tried it was by having a relationship with somebody else other than his wife.
And we ain't holding hands. That concerns me that we were still doing all of that and you still found it necessary to have a full-blown girlfriend.
Because I love you, that's why. Though I stepped out in another relationship, that it doesn't discount.
Wait, did you just say in another relationship?
So, okay, we're in a relationship.
Because y'all was talking all day.
It's the fact for me that as I had posted this on Twitter, Melody so eloquently said, and even Martell has admitted that, he wished he would have worked things out. So this is not like a bash on Martell, but I guess a PSA to us all that, as the saying goes, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. And if it is, it's because it's getting watered. But I also feel as though that I want to get to a place where each season in life is regarded as cool. Like, a part of me kind of feels as though like maybe Martell was having a midlife crisis, and I'm not trying to make excuses for him, but sometimes I feel like once people get married, or men in particular, they feel like they lose their cool. Like, being married ain't cool no more, or being with one woman isn't cool, seeing is cool. So I just wish that good things or things that are wholesome become cool again. Like, we don't shun those things. Like, we should applaud men that are faithful to their wives, that have not cheated, that don't have outside kids. Like, I don't want that to be the norm, like the opposite to be the norm. I don't want divorce to be the norm. I don't want broken families to be the norm. I don't want to hear bros in a barbershop high-fiving each other about how they got away with X, Y, and Z on their girl or their wife and things like that. I want monogamy to be cool. And I also want the other side to be cool. Like, I want people to applaud singles and people that are happily single and that are enjoying their life. So I want each side, whether you're single or in a relationship, as the Bible says, to be content. And that we should applaud both sides, and we should try to protect both sides. As a single person, don't be messing with no married person, no matter how tempting it is. Even though it is on those people that are in the relationship to keep the vows together, you don't want to be a part of the demise or being a temptress or a tempter if you're a male. So maybe that's a part of it too. We all can do our part as a community. And also, if you're in a relationship and you love your relationship, kudos to you. But don't sit there and make single people feel away like, oh, we ain't gonna get in a relationship. Or when people are in a relationship, oh, we ain't gonna have kids. Like, don't do that. Like, applaud people for where they are in their life and let people live their lives. At the end of the day, we all gotta go to sleep at night, and we all, I think we are all our worst critics. So I don't think we should also critique or criticize others from the peanut gallery. Like, that's not necessary, because I'm pretty sure we all do a good job of being hard on ourselves. Not everybody, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah. So with that being said, this was my little compilation that I've been working on, finding these clips of the top 5 times that Martell tried it. And this definitely can be a series. Like I said, there's other times, other clips I came across I was like, dang, Martell, you be doing the most. But I wanted to get this out for you guys because I noticed that this is what you guys voted on the most. So thank you again for tuning in and listening, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.
Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent. Met Synquette, man, the girl was heaven sent.